GMA health alert in the scare for Tori Spelling's daughter, Stella. The actress sharing her 14-year-old's diagnosis after 2 ER visits earlier this month, opening up on SiriusXM's Jeff Lewis Live. Take a look.
So her left arm went completely numb. She couldn't lift it. And then half of her throat and then her mouth. It was really scary. I thought she had a stroke. She's 14. I'm like, how does a 14-year-old have a stroke?
You didn't take her to Sherman.
Sounds super scary. So Stella was diagnosed with a rare form of migraine called hemi-plegic migraine. The 90210 alum says she wasn't aware of the condition before it impacted her daughter. Now Stella is seeing a neurologist to continue treatment. And joining us now to discuss this diagnosis and how it affects children is neurologist Dr. Leah Kroll. Dr. Kroll, thank you so much for being with us this morning. What are symptoms of a hemi-plegic migraine, and what makes it different from a regular migraine? I'd never even heard of this before.
Thanks for having me this morning. So your typical migraine will manifest with headache, light sensitivity, maybe some visual changes. But a hemiplegic migraine can be much scarier because it actually mimics a stroke. So the main symptom that these patients get is weakness on one side of the face and body, and that weakness may last for hours to days before it resolves.
Wow. And so not only are those incredibly scary symptoms, but the hemiplegic migraines often onset in teens from ages 12 to 17. What should parents know if they start to see some of these symptoms?
This is such an important question. I'm glad you asked. Parents should know that while migraine headaches are very common, hemiplegic migraines are quite rare. They're also more common in women compared to men, and frequently they are genetic. So parents want to make themselves aware of any family history of this. But what I really want to highlight here is that everyone, parent or not, needs to know that if they see someone having weakness on one side of their body, they need to get that person to the hospital right away, because as we said before, hemiplegic migraine can look just like a stroke, and that's absolutely something you would not want to miss.
Absolutely, and that of course means at any age you want to get someone to the hospital right away. What does the treatment look like for hemiplegic migraines?
We have a number of medications that we can use to stop a migraine attack in its tracks, and we also have medications that we can use as a preventative measure in the hopes of reducing the frequency of migraine attacks. So these patients end up working very closely with their neurologist to try and figure out which treatment methods work best for them.
Dr. Leah Kroll, thanks so much for being with us this morning to help us learn a little bit more about all of this. We appreciate you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.